insightful. The way of a person is not the actual ways of a person. Human thinking is not the actual way of thinking. The brain's way of thinking is not in accord with the mind's way of thinking. The brain is influenced from what is internal, and the mind from what is perceived in the external. I perceive these thoughts from my mind in an earthly view, that there really is not a purpose to anything about or for any human. All humans must die. You do not forever benefit from the things on earth. Therefore, I have a question about the meaning of life and death, and that life is to bring about and death is to take away, and that death is not one to be feared but appreciated. For to life's problems there is an answer: death. Death was created to take away what was acquired in life: pain, grief, depression. Death ends it all and brings nothing more than a deep sleep. A deep sleep, as one falling under the waters of the ocean to rest at its bottom. I have seen all that there is to see. I have lived as one possessing it all, and as one who has nothing to lose. I have lived as one full of hope, and as one stricken with an incurable disease. And I have understood that there is no point to the life of anyone except for that person to die. That is the eternal purpose for all. For say a man with an incurable disease actually does find a cure. He finds a wife and they have kids. He then dies and she remarries, giving to another man everything he possessed. What was the purpose of his life? The dead man. That he enjoyed his time here? He will not be aware of it in death. He will come to be forgotten. His name will no longer live, and the wife and child he acquired will no longer be his, for his wife has remarried and carries the name of another. My point is this: there is no certainty to anything but death. It is the only one loyal. For when life has turned its back, death will take your hand, and he will never let go. Pay attention. My name is Casey, or Kassar. I speak these words, but they don't mean anything. Nothing means anything. Nothing is wise. Nothing is smart. Nothing is insightful. When you die, nothing will be anything. And I speak this all from my mind in an earthly view. That's the way it needs to be said. That's the way it's come to be. I've seen all that I've needed to see. To acquire the knowledge, wisdom, and that's the thing about knowledge and wisdom, or wisdom and being wise. A person with wisdom can teach. A person who is wise can lead. You don't have to be wise to have wisdom. You can have wisdom. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be wise. Using that wisdom and respecting it to its utmost is the way you become wise. Through knowledge you can gain wisdom. Through seeing, understanding, just living, being able to discern, and you can acquire some wisdom, but that doesn't make you wise. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to read this, not read this. If you're on my poetry side, you can read this, but I want you to listen to this, and then I want you to experience time in its true essence. I want you to not see anything, not feel anything, not taste anything. I don't want you to hear, I don't want you to taste, I don't want you to see, I don't want you to feel, I don't want you to smell anything. You will have to eliminate all of your senses and cause no deliberate thought to arise inside of your mind. And then, once you master that, you may be able to, not everyone will, but some will be able to experience time in its true essence and understand that death is not anything to be feared, but it is to be appreciated because it is a part of what time has to offer. Because time moves fast, and yet it does move slow, but it never stops moving. It is infinite, constant,